first in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana.
I say, here at Kajun Roots Reseller, you give me an offer and I'll take it.
You got the dollars? You got the dollars? See the special man on YouTube. He's got it all.
I got an offer. I got the dollars. Let me have it, please. I got the dollars.
I say. This is Johnny's, the place that'll let you have it with no problem.
Let him have it.
Johnny has a sale right now. I say. This is Johnny's place. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man.
Here at Kajun Roots Reseller, you give us the offer.
You got the dollars. You got the offer. Well, let him have it with no problem. Let him have it.
You got it.
I am looking for some jewelry in Dublin.
Do you have any credit?
No, I was recently involved in a divorce in Dublin. Look, I'm not one of those maybe it's Maybelline gals, okay? I just want to go out on the town with Sheila and accessorize some.
See, special man.
I don't know about you, but this Joe girl is going to Johnny's place. Check out Kajun Roots Reseller right now. I say. Go see the special man and tell him the dough girl sent you.
Hello, and good morning. And then, Chris, what day is it? It's a hump day. How's everybody doing this morning? First, I want to say today is always Wanting More Silver's birthday. It is on the community calendar. You can always check and see whose birthday is on that day. And if you happen to see Always Wanting More Silver anywhere, tell her happy birthday. All right, let's see here. Go to the chat. Yep, it is hump day. Regina was first in the chat. Hello, good morning, and welcome. And Glenn, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. And Randy, I know how that is. Got to have that first cup of coffee. I've been having mine since 2:45 this morning. I'm on my second one of these. And that holds 3 cups. My cousin Dory. Look, Dory, you're not right. I saw your post on Facebook. Homa's seafood place you posted. Girl, I can't get that kind of stuff up here. The Homa Seafood and French Market. Girl, you wrong for that. When teasing me with dead. But it looked good. I miss my little seafood place. I don't have that. We can get that kind of stuff up here. Well, I haven't seen it anywhere. But if I do, it's expensive up here compared to Louisiana. Anitra, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? And there's Auntie Mama. Hello, good morning and welcome. How are you doing? Good to see you. And there's Chris. Hello, good morning and welcome, Chris. How are you doing? Are you still doing your shows on Thursday? I have you on the calendar and I wasn't sure, but I still promote it every Thursday early in the morning. Darn you, darn. That's good to hear. Scarlett, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? And Teresa, hello, good morning and welcome. And Andrew, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are y'all during this morning? Good to see y'all. Still on your first cup? Yeah, but up since 2:50 this morning. Actually 2:45, and I got in the office at 2:55. After I brought the dogs out, got my coffee. I'm sorry, they had a crawfish line last. Oh, I know, they always do. But boy, that's a good place to get some good seafood. Is that the one that's on Barrel Street? I think that's the one. That's the one I remember. I don't know if they're still there or not. It's been so long. I can't believe almost 5 years I've been here. All right, let me go through the calendar of events. And y'all don't know Dory is my cousin. I keep up what's going on in the family with her. Oh, they knew her. Okay, so it must be a different location. Yes, still do every Thursday, 7 p.m. We did last week on Tuesday due to the conflict of scheduling with our guests. Okay. All right, Chris, I just want to make sure. All right, I wasn't sure. Just want to make sure because I do promote it every Thursday for you. All right, today's calendar events are as follows. Starting at 9 o'clock is Bearded Picker Scott. Goes live every Wednesday at 10 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, unless somebody else or he's out of town or on vacation and one of the other co-hosts pick it up with him. Then at 10 o'clock, you have Claudia's Vintage Coffee, Chat, and Small Sale. Then at 10 o'clock, you have Stacey McAttitude's Crafters Retreat going live. At 10:30 every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, you have Ella. She's always with Ella on Fridays. Adventures with Victoria's live morning show. 10:30 is Yarn Again, Teresa and Dawn with their East Coast Reseller Live. And I believe as of Monday, I'm having a brain freeze. Tushman is back on the panel with them. He was back on Monday. So welcome back. If you hear Tooch or you hear me or you come back and rewatch it. And then Rita the Buddha Chick does First Things First. It's a daily devotion and Bible reading study live that she does every day of just about. And then at 11 o'clock, you have Janine's. At 11:30, you have Jackass Retro with his Ship Show. And then at 12 o'clock is Crazy May Stash with Unboxing the Stash. And usually whatever she unboxes, that's what she shows the following Monday on her Monday night live auction. Then at 12 o'clock, you have Maria, California Thrifter. Don't forget at 1 o'clock, we do have our Hump Day auction today at 1 o'clock. We got 3 guests today because Dawn and Mary are out of town. And so we got someone else filling in for their spot. So we got 3 guests today. Then at 2 o'clock, you have Red Road doing a premiere sneak peek of buy now, sell, make an offer auction that she does every Tuesday night. 4 o'clock is Sandy and Auto with Janine's. At 4:30 is Creations by D. Make sure you're following D, which is Creations by D. She bought out a fabric quilting store, and she's been doing a lot of great sales on a lot of that stuff. So check it out. She's doing patterns, she's doing kits, fabric, all kinds of fabric, great prices too. I got to catch her, I think it was Monday, so I'm kind of making sure I catch when she does them, because I did pick up on a couple of pieces of things that I've been looking for. Table runners to make quilted table runners. Yep. And then at 5 o'clock, you have Nails Jamie B goes live. She goes live every Tuesday and Wednesday at 5. At 6 o'clock is Lisa's New Adventures. At 6 o'clock is also Simon Says, Let's Make a Deal. Then at 6:30 is Auctions with Friends, and it should be on Nana Tink's channel tonight. They do that every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then at 6:30 is the Revive It Sisters with Heather and her sister. At 7 o'clock, you have Roy Horizon Picks with Solo Sale. At 8 o'clock is Scooter Renee with Running on a Wednesday Auction. At 8:15 is Sailor Stacker, where in the morning he'll be dropping a video this morning. You watch the video, leave a comment, and then at night at 8:15-ish, you go in his chat, and you in the chat. You have to be in the chat to win when he does his games, because he pulls the names from the actual video from this morning, and it's every Wednesday. And then every Wednesday at 9 o'clock is Vintage Jewels, Gems, and Pearls, Margie. So check them out. I just saw Dee Dee, and I was talking about her. Dee Dee, hope you heard. It was all good. Two Old Guys Vintage and Resale. If y'all haven't checked out Two Old Guys Vintage and Resale, please do so. They're getting close. I mean, they can see the light at the end of that tunnel for 1K. So please check and see if you are still subscribed, making sure that YouTube didn't take it away, so we can make sure we're still following them. They're getting very close to their milestone of 1K, y'all. Mona did what? Hello, good morning, and welcome. Mona, do you still do your show on a weekly basis? I just want to double check, because I've been trying to check the calendar as I go, because I found somebody who doesn't do a show anymore, so I took it off the calendar this morning. Jennifer, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Thank you. I feel good to be back. I feel good to be back home. Yep, it was a great battle, a long battle, but it was worth it. Ann's Arts Boutique, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. There's Ms. D. So make sure you subscribe to Creations by D. That's what I'm telling you about with the crafting of fabric and quilting patterns and kits, appliques, all that good stuff. I'm looking forward to when she does the next one. Let's see here. Who else? Johnny and Jennifer and everyone else. East Coast Resellers. There's the link for that one today at 10:30. Wendy, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Craig, wake up. Good morning. Hashtag not Glenn. How are you doing? I'm getting close. What are you getting close to? Getting to where you need to go? I am on tonight at 6 p.m. Central, and we have auctions and games. Are you going to be doing any of your fabrics and or quilting stuff tonight? That's right after bingo. Right after the hump day auction. I'll stay up a little longer if you are. I love you guys. Keep at young guys. Let's see. I don't think Mia is doing her unboxing today because she is on with you at 1. Oh, that's right. I don't know. She didn't say anything, but yeah, she is my guest today. She's one of the 3 guests today. Yeah. So if you have a special event or you're doing a live show on a regular basis, please do me a favor. Go down to the community tab of this channel. And also make sure you leave me a comment letting me know if you want to check and make sure your time slots are still where you say that you are. So I can make sure that if they need to be updated and you did change something, I'll be glad to do that for you. Just leave me a message there, or you can email me, send me a Facebook Marketplace, Facebook Messenger, or Instagram, and I'll be glad to add you. Pam, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? D, let's have fun. Auction tonight at 6. There you go. No, not tonight. I'll be tomorrow at 5. Okay, I'll definitely be there at 5. Well, actually, it's 6 my time. Yeah. Hetty, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. D's. Not tonight. I'll be doing it tomorrow at 5. I'll be looking forward to it. Let's see. Vintage Memories, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Robin. I have to think a minute. Why am I having to think? Good to see you. How you doing? So that was the calendar of events. This morning, I want to start talking about something that I noticed on eBay this morning that I've never seen before. Actually, yesterday, Patrick and I were talking, and he was showing me some new things on PayPal, on the eBay, where if you go in and you do a local pickup, there's a new tab, which I don't often do unless somebody sends me a message saying I would like to do a local pickup, and I would offer it. I've only done that twice. I did one, and the other one decided they just wanted me to mail it. And so you have the option, like when you pick it up, like y'all do a meetup, you can go in and mark paid and how they pay, whether it's by check, by cash, or through the app, which is pretty different than what I've ever seen before, but I've never seen that before, so that's something new with eBay. But also, put a 1 in the chat if y'all sell on eBay and you often go through your listings and whatever is ending today, you end it and sell similar or relist. Put a 1 in the chat. I'm curious to see because something happened this morning that I did not see before. Okay, Robin, Pam. I knew Andrew did. Chuck does. Pam does. The reason I'm asking is this: usually when I do end whatever's ending today, and it usually gets relisted if I don't do anything. I don't, but I should. I do it almost every day because some days I don't have any. When you do it, how many of you that said one, how many of you write down the number you started with before you end your items that are ending for the day? Put a 2 in the chat. If you write down your numbers, like your active listings, before you end those items that are actually going to end, and before you end it, do you write your numbers down of what you have listed, active listings, and active amount totals? For example, I have 2,082 listings, but I have 3,779 items listed. How you change numbers? Oh, because I was doing a different topic question to make sure y'all are awake. Robin. The reason I'm asking is because I always write down my numbers. And what I do is on a scratch piece of paper, I'll write down the number of where I'm starting at. Then I write down how many are listing, and I subtract it to get that number once I do it. I love it. And the reason I do this, so when I do the end those listings, I want to make sure my numbers match. In other words, once it's gone, I want to make sure that number that I end up with by subtracting that total is my number, including the amount of quantity items I have listed. Well, this morning I went to do that. I had 101 items that I wanted to end today because it was ending today. And what I usually do every now and then is I'll take and end them, and then I'll go back and start the relisting them or sell similar. And if I don't have a lot like today, I had 101. If I have anything over, say 70, 50 to 70, I'll end them, and then I add them, go into it and say, I want to adjust it, whatever. Because I usually adjust the title, change the titles, and or I'll change the price depending on what the going prices are at that time. Well, this morning I went to do that, and usually sometimes I'll take that anything between 50 and 70 or higher. I'll start with maybe the first 10 or 20, whatever I can get to, because of everything else I do in the morning. And I usually will take and then put them to save later, which becomes now a draft. Well, this morning when I did that, it did put it as a draft, but I didn't see that it also added it into my listings. So now this morning I did 30 relisted this morning of that 101. But what happened was I went in and I saw my numbers matched when I went to delete them. And when I deleted them, they matched. But then I went to start doing them in drafts because I want to save till later so I can do so many at a time. Well, when I went to do that, the first 3 I listed, I noticed my numbers were way higher than what I started with. Then I realized I didn't have them only in draft. As to relist them, they were also listed again. So I wound up having to go back and delete the old ones. So be careful with that, especially if you're putting them in drafts. For some reason today that happened, where it's never happened before. So be careful when you're doing that, that you do make sure you balance your numbers out, because sometimes that means you'll have duplicate listings if you don't do that. And I accidentally did that this morning. I started going to town, getting them done. I did get 30 left done, but this morning I caught it after the 3rd one. Thank God I did. Because if not, because my numbers this morning should have been the 2082. Because I already packed my orders, and that's what I did after that. So that's how I knew what I had. And then I started getting more than 2082. It's like, no, these should be drafts. And sure enough, they double listed it. So be careful with that so you don't get double listed. And thank you very much, Randy. This is a very old shirt. And before I show the whole shirt, I've been having this for so long that I had it on hold because I got really large in my size. And I was hitting over 300 pounds. And so now I'm roughly at around 230. And I've been losing weight, trying to lose more weight. So far, I'm at around 89 pounds, give or take. And so now I'm back into my extra large shirts. And so this is one of my pulled out because I wanted to see if if it was going to start to fit me. And it did. And it actually fits me comfortably. I love this shirt. So I was able to pull it out of the closet and start wearing it. Thank you, Randy. All right, let me go back to where I was here with the twos. Mark. Hello, good morning and welcome, sir. How you doing on this hump day? Let's see. Sorry, that's not like me. I better saying that. Let's see. Robin, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? I try not to sell some multiple listings, crazy eBay. But again, I did catch it early enough. So I wanted to bring that to your attention because it happened to me this morning, and it usually never does. It usually just goes in as a draft, and I have to go in and re-enter and relist each one of them. Yeah. You used to not be able to double list it. Well, what happened was, this is the thing. I changed my titles depending on how I originally had it listed. And I'll go in and see if there's a comp to see what they're selling for, or how many are listed. And sometimes I'll change the title. And so, for example, if I have, and I don't know how and why I did this, but I had the word new and the word new at the end. So I took out the new. And it took it. But when I went to change one, it was nothing to be changed. It caught it with a red mark saying you cannot double list the same item. So that's what caught it on the third one. Yeah. All right, there's Andrew's Whatnot. You might want to save it. He's doing a show this Friday. This Friday, he'll be on live on Whatnot at 2:55 p.m. I'm looking forward to being there. Oh, it listed the old one. Yeah, what happened was, even though I uploaded it to end today, I ended them. Then I went to sell some, and then I go in and I actually open them up to edit them, and I edit each one. And it just so happened I ended them, but when I went to save it as for later, which I usually do, it had no problems. Today, when I did that, it automatically relisted them all, but I still had them as in my drafts. So then I had to go back and correct them. So yeah, I caught it after the third one when it gave me a red mark saying you cannot duplicate another. This listing's already listed. You cannot do double listings of the same item. That's how I caught it. The first two, I changed some things in it because it was like, why did I have that in my title? You know, I had to change it. And so when I did, it took both, the old and the new. So then I had to go in my search bar and search it to make sure it was not there anymore. So I had to take the old price off because I knew what the old price was, and I had to delete that listing accidentally. Yeah. Aaron, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? And there's the link for his Whatnot link, not the auction link. Okay. All right. So yeah, he's gonna be on this Friday at 2:55. I accidentally deleted it 200 listings before I copied and listed the new ones. Now, Pam, you do know you can go to the right-hand side. There's an ended tab that you can get them from there if you delete them. When you're in your eBay store, and you accidentally delete them, you can always go right here to the right-hand side and go to ended. And this is what I got left of what I ended this morning that I got to go back. And what I'm doing is I'm checking each one of them, and then I'm taking and correcting the actual listing. Because right now, if I click on this one, it'll show not listed anymore. It ended. So I got to go back and do it myself. So yeah, you got to be careful with that. But that's how you can retrieve them if you deleted them. I remember when I first started doing eBay, I did that. I freaked out. Like, oh no, all that work down the drain. And then I realized I was in the tab as well. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yes, I did delete the ended. Oh yeah. And that's how I learned the hard way, because I couldn't figure out where my stuff went. And I just happened to start digging around to see where that tab, if there was a tab, and sure enough there was. So I was able to retrieve them, but I'm glad I didn't delete them from there first. Because I didn't know they were there until I actually did that, and it happened. And it does happen, especially when you first start now and you're not sure about it. So definitely double check your items. Make sure you write down your starting numbers before you end and sell similar. Some people do sell a relist. I just sell similar because I want a whole new look at it. And so that kind of gets your algorithm going. on your listings. That's why I do it. So if anybody has any questions having to do with eBay, please, or any platform to be exact, on reselling, just ask away. Well, hello, I'm a reseller. How are you doing? Welcome back. Good to see you. How are you doing? Also, for those that are just coming in for the first time, please do me a favor and check and see to make sure you are still subscribed. Jessica, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. And so, yeah, it's been interesting. I'm waiting to see some people that came in yesterday that came in and it filled up my farm and I want to turn them blue. So I'm waiting to find anybody that comes in. That's great. So does anybody have any questions having to do with reselling? Because my next topic is a very touchy one. And I don't see Ella in here yet. It just has to do with her asking me to do a topic today. But I want to do the eBay one first. Because that happened this morning. It's like, I got to share that out. Is it Saigon? Is that how you pronounce it? Saigon? I don't say his name because I forget. Or I actually don't know how to properly say it. I think it's Saigon. Please tell me if I'm saying it right. I love touchy subjects. So let me know if I'm saying your name right, please. Oh, Jennifer said no. I'm saying it wrong. I know how to talk. I know how to figure that one out. When I'm in doubt, I'll always check out the Google how to pronounce. That'll do it for me. I'll practice it a couple of times so I don't forget. How to pronounce. I'm going to get it. That's how I do that. I research. All right. I'll check it out. Deborah, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Or is it Seagun? Seagun, maybe? Making a fool out of me, I guess. I'll figure it out. I got it in the how to pronounce. I'll listen to it and figure it out. All right, so I don't see Ella in here yet, but she might pop in. Oh, she might be still sleeping. The topic I'm going to talk about, I used to work in auto claims in Louisiana. We have cheat sheet, how to pronounce names. Yeah, I just go to Google and how to pronounce and I put what I need to figure out. Especially when it comes to some jewelry too. I do that a lot too, especially if I haven't heard about it before. So this topic I'm going to talk about had a topic that came up in her chat yesterday. When I heard about it, I could not believe it. And again, it never ceased to amaze me. So for those who do online auctions for YouTube, put a 1 in the chat if you have people in your chat that turn around and buy something to send to someone else as a gift. Put a 1, because that's the topic of the day. Gifting someone something from an auction. Ella, 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 Ella. Hello, good morning and welcome, Ella. How are you doing? Good to see you. You must have heard your name called because there you are. Yes, it was wild yesterday. Yeah, right? Look at these ones coming in. Yep. I see it all the time. So this next portion of this question, I'm going to ask in a way that I want you to, when I ask the question, I want you to give me the answer the way I'm going to, the way I'm doing it. Hold on. Every auction I've been into has gifted to people. Yeah, exactly. It's a lot. Yeah. So this is the actual part of this topic, and then I'll put the link in the chat because I know Ella would love to come on up on this topic because it was her idea. Now, it's a 2-part series here. The first part is when you're gifted someone a gift, put a in the chat, and this is where this is going to go. Someone purchased a gift in a chat for someone else in the chat. And I do all my gifts on the wayside Christian ministry or yeah. So if someone pays for it, like somebody oh, I want to gift this to so and so. And say Jane Doe says, oh, I want to gift this to Jennifer. And this is just an example. That's why I'm only using Jennifer because she's in the chat, and Jane Doe. So Jane Doe says, I want to buy that, wins the auction, but I want to gift it to Jennifer. Okay. And of course, we know Ella. And I'm only using Ella because it's part of this scenario. So Ella does her all invoices usually on Friday night, Saturday morning. Usually when I wake up at Saturday at 2, 3 o'clock, my invoice is there, and then she's gone to bed. So that Jane Doe gets the invoice, but she never pays it. So this scenario is gifted something to, say, Jennifer, bought it from Ella. The invoice comes out on the weekend. How do you feel about if that person did not pay that invoice? Now, would you make them pay it for the person that sent it? Jane Doe sent the gift to Jennifer. If that person, Jane Doe, did not pay for that invoice, for that said invoice that didn't get paid, does Jane Doe have the right, or should she send Jennifer a message saying you have to pay it because the invoice didn't get paid? So Jane Doe now says, I'm going to the person who the gift is going to. Put a 1 if you think that's right. Put a 2 that's saying you're wrong. That's just downright wrong. 2 if you're against that. 1 if you're for it. 1 if you say yes, it's okay. 2 if it's not okay. They did not pay for it, but the seller sent the person anyway. It turned around and asked for the recipient to pay. Okay. We're going to clarify that a little bit more because I didn't understand the whole thing that was happening in the chat when I got in there, because I did get in there late. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking right now. Because I could tell Robert this morning, I'll tell him where to put it. Because Robert and I had that conversation this morning. Gift sent or not, the seller shouldn't. Gift sent or not, the seller shouldn't. I would waiver the debt. Whoever the buyer is responsible for paying. Exactly. All right. So let me put the link in the chat. I got to put these links first. As you know, Jennifer never drops her own links. So I cheat. I copy and paste off a Word document and put it in my private chat. So when the show's time for me to do this, I drop them in the chat. All right. And I don't know the whole story about this, but again, it was a topic in yesterday in Ella's auction that I was finally able to get in there. I was crazy busy yesterday, getting all kind of stuff done. And here's Jennifer's Etsy store, and there's her buy her a milkshake for all that she does for all of us. Now, my thought about this, it's a gift to someone. They shouldn't have to pay for it. Now, did they bid against that person and it didn't get paid? I don't know. But as a gift, I'm still not going to go to that person and say, look, you got to pay for it. No. That's just downright rude. So again, I don't know the whole story, but I just did the link in the chat. So don't think you want to see me up on the... Oh, no, girl. No. The link is there if you whenever you would like to come on. If you would like to come on up. Judy May, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. And also I saw Peddling Profits. I'm trying to find her in the chat. There you are, Peddling Profits. Good morning, hello, and welcome. So again, when I heard this yesterday, it's like, no, I'm not hearing this right. I literally went back and rewinded the live to make sure I heard it correctly. No, because I'm going to tell you right now, when I'm doing an auction, I don't keep track of who was bidding against somebody. If it's a gift that's going to that person, I write them a note. This was gifted to you by, when I'm shipping it to that person. But when I heard that, it's like, no, they didn't. So I don't know the whole story, but that was the conversation yesterday. And again, hello, Janice. Hello, good morning and welcome. And good to see you. Welcome. So to me, what I do is, for example, this morning I had to cancel an invoice. I sent the invoice out on April the 3rd. Sent out multiple emails. No reply, no messaging, crickets, and ghost. So I sent the last email on this past weekend. I said, if I don't hear from you by this week, I will cancel the invoice and you will be banned from bidding against in my items that I'm on auction on. Still crickets, still ghosting. So I had to delete that this morning. So that's what I do. If somebody doesn't pay an invoice, I give them time. Give me a notification, like we all say all the time. Communicate. But when you don't communicate, I'm deleting because I can sell that somewhere else. All right, we got somebody in the back room, but let me get back real quick to these comments. All right, the seller sent it to the person anyway, then turned around and asked the recipient to pay. Oh, so it was, oh, that's even rude. Really? Wow. Why was it even sent out? Well, because the person, yeah, I don't send out any, even if it's a gift, I don't send out anything until it's paid, regardless. That's the way I do my business. Little Debbie, hello, good morning and welcome. It wasn't something bought we're bidding on. Gifted should be given options to pay for themselves. We got all kind of ideas in the chat. So while I'm going through the chat some more, we got somebody in the back room, and that's none other than Mark from Two Oil Guys, Vintage and Resell.
Hey.
Nice. However, it causes problems. If buyers want to send it to someone, let them send it to that person after the buyer receives it. Well, no, because then that's double shipment, double shipping. Yeah. But again, that does save on shipping because the person who is paying for it does pay for it. Now, if somebody, which I have almost every auction I'm in, somebody gifted something, I'm going to write a note. I'll pack it like I'm going to ship it so I can get the correct shipping through Pirate Ship. And then when I do the invoice, I'll put that shipping in that invoice. I do not ship out anything until I get a payment. So even if it was a gifted and say they didn't pay the invoice, I wouldn't send it out because it wasn't paid for. I would resell it. That's just the way I would do it. And I would send the person it up. They sent me back a message. I'm saying, I'm sorry, but it wasn't paid for. It went back in inventory. That isn't the point. Exactly. That's not the point. First of all, why send it out if it wasn't paid already? That is also my point. Now that I'm reading the comments in the chat. And thank you for clarifying that, Deborah. But that's definitely not the point. So a great idea. At Christmas this year, I will be including invoices. Okay. If you sent it out without payment, that is on you. Exactly. If I say I sent it out and the person didn't pay for the invoice, well, one, I'm stupid for sending it out before it got paid. That's just me. I'm talking about myself. Then sending it out before it got paid, regardless. No.
Well, okay. I'm going to step
then
in
send them
here.
an invoice. And then send them an invoice. Go ahead.
Because if it is, everybody's got a, why am I going brain dead?
That is right. It's not right for somebody else to pay for your mistakes. And don't pay for the double shipping. Go ahead.
If it is somebody that you have dealt with for a while, because I am notorious, if it's gifted, I do. Before it's paid for, I send it out the door. I need the room, for one. But if it is somebody new in the chat that's trying to give to somebody else, I will wait for payment on that. You know, everybody's, it just
well, again,
depends.
I guess it does. You have a good point. If it's somebody who's been paying all the time and never had a problem with, then yeah, I can see that. But for me, for insurance, for myself, especially if it's like I've sold something before for $40 that someone sent it to a gift to someone else. I'm sorry, but I'm not sending that gift out until I get paid. You know what I'm saying? That's just me.
Well, and I totally get that. But okay, I'm gonna use Dee Dee as an example. Okay.
Yeah.
If Dee Dee gifted you something, it's out the door. I'm not worried about that payment.
Right. Because you know you're going to get it.
Exactly. Or if you gifted somebody something, it's out the door. If it's somebody new that you do not have any,
Now that I understand, yes. But I usually, like I said, I just usually wait till it's paid. Because I have containers that I put everything in. Then I write my note so I know it's a gift to that person with that invoice. So that once they pay, I'll ship it out. Dee Dee doesn't ghost. You right about that? She don't.
No, she
I don't
don't.
either. Maritza, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome.
And
So
I
again,
will go one step farther. If it's a gift, you're either going to get major discount on shipping or you're not going to be charged for shipping if you're gifting somebody something. That's
and
just
Raina
me.
said it real well right here.
I'm way
That's
too
what I
nice. I
understand.
know.
And that's the way I understand it. Again, it's somebody, if you know somebody who's been here for a while, always good at paying their invoices, don't have a problem, then yeah, I can see that.
They have a reputation.
Correct.
That's the word I was looking for earlier.
You know the person's pretty well. Yeah, exactly. And I can understand Mark's point of view on that. I agree with that 100%. But
Yeah.
when it comes to gifting though, and you sent it to that person, you didn't get paid, and you're gonna turn around and send them an invoice?
No.
No.
Hell no. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
No.
we understand,
Okay,
right?
that's
That's a great point.
my bad.
No, you're good.
No. If I send it out and that person doesn't pay, then that's on me. Okay, I've lost the whatever.
Marianne, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? You up early this morning. My policy, I do not send gifts. The buyer can forward the gift after it is paid and received by the buyer. Well, again, everybody's different. And in this case, Marianne, I understand Marianne because she deals with a lot. You know, she deals with way more than what we do on a daily basis. And she's also giving you great deals. But I look at it this way, and I like that idea, especially if they wanted to gift it, they can do, and because I've had somebody last week, I think it was, had asked if they can get their item sent to them because they were going to gift it to someone. And the question was, can I still have you send it to me? Don't send it to that person because, and they wasn't in the chat, that I do things for Christmas and I want to put it in their package that I have on the side for them or something like that. Then yeah, I can see that too.
How does someone come in chat?
Danielle, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. It is rude to send invoice to the gifted person. If anything, should contact them first and offer them. Again, they shouldn't have to pay for a gift unless, again, there's certain considerations. If that person was bidding, say there's the two people bidding, Jane Doe and John Doe, and I'm going to use that example. They're both bidding against each other, but then Jane Doe won the auction, but John Doe said, I'm out. Then Jane Doe wins it. Then I can see possibly saying, look, it was bought for you as a gift. Would you be interested in purchasing it? Then maybe. But again, that's going overboard with that one too. That's an iffy situation there too. But then again, do you keep records of who's bidding against each other? Not me. And that's right. Yep. And people do that. Okay. How does someone come in a chat full of people gifting people things when you know they ain't going to pay? Something. Yeah, you right about that, Jennifer. Amen. Scott, hello, good morning and welcome. Cha-ching King. I'm currently accepting gifts. Good morning. Hello and welcome. And how are you doing? I was just looking at your channel the other day. How are you doing? Welcome back. And yes, this channel is back. We're back home at a local, regular location. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it for the super chat. He's currently accepting gifts, y'all. And so thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. This is for you. It's time for the morning chair dance, y'all. The dollars. Let me have it, please. I got the dollars.
Let him have.
You got the dollars? We got the offer? Let them have it with no problem. Let them have it. And thank you so much, Scott. Good to see you. Welcome back. There's Scott's link, y'all. If y'all haven't checked him out, definitely do so. I was watching one of his videos the other day, and it's like, oh, I love that video. Ken, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing, Ken? Good to see you. Welcome. So again, the moral of the story is I guess you have to use your best judgment. But if somebody's fairly new to your channel, I would not send it out immediately. I would wait to get paid.
No, I agree with that. Like I said, reputation is everything.
Yeah. Because I have a list of 3 people I will not accept bids from right now. And I say now because they never paid their invoices to begin with. They never reached out to me on my emails I sent them. I sent them multiple emails, sent them multiple reminders. So guess what? I canceled. They're on my blacklist. No, I'm sorry. I can't take bids from you.
Yeah.
And I flat out I told them in the email, this is your final warning. You will not be able to bid if you do not pay this invoice. And they didn't. So my last email was, you are now on my blacklist. You're done. That's just the way I do business.
Fortunately, I've only got a couple.
Yeah, I got 3.
You know, after a couple of years, I'm pretty fortunate.
Yeah. And again, I have been too. It's just every now and then when I'm a guest on someone else's channel and somebody new comes around and starts bidding, again, they don't pay, so they don't get out, and they get on the blacklist. Every seller should have an established rule of length of time for waiting for payments before resellers get stick to it. Yeah, you're right about that. I only have 1, thankfully. And again, these were recently that I did because again, I gave them 3 weeks, 4 weeks. This one here, I just said no. No, you're not even replying to my emails. And the thing about it is they have 2 separate emails. One is their email, one's their PayPal email. So what I did was I even sent them to both emails just to make sure. Still didn't happen. I am on Johnny's gray list. No mercy. And again, there's only 3. And again, if somebody emailed me and said, look, I'm sorry, like I just had that about a month ago. Someone reached out to him and said, look, I'm having this family issue, or it may be a health issue, anything. If you email me and contacted me and said, look, can you hold it for a week or 2? This is what's going on. I know health happens. I know life happens. Communications. I worked with him and said, sure, no problem. I'll even stop the notifications if I have to. But again, I said, no problem. And guess what? I didn't even think about it. I lost about it. It's there. And then this morning I get a notification that person paid for it ahead of time because they were going to do it about a month. So you just never know. You got to give people, there are ways and things that happen. We got to adjust to that. I have no problem with that. I always send the direct link to the PayPal invoice to the email. And I did both. So this particular one now is on my blacklist. All right, everybody, the Queen of is none other than Ella.
Ella.
How did I become the queen of anything? I thought you were about to say the queen of drama.
No, I was talking about the throne. Apparently this gifter is just going around to auctions bidding on stuff and they're not paying for it. Yeah, that's not right. That is just not right.
Well, yeah, let's call a spade a spade.
Yep.
Let's call the spade a spade. Name and shame, because I'm sick and tired of it. Name and shame. I'm sick and tired of this person doing this, not just buying gifts and not paying, but actually just buying for themselves and not paying. I'm sick and tired of the dog ate my credit card, the cat licked my card, licked the number off it. I'm sick and tired of all type of shitty excuses.
Wow, that's the first come excuses. I hear those. My dog licked my numbers off of them.
Let me tell you, when you hear a lot of ridiculous stuff why they're not making payment, yeah, you can paraphrase and whatever, because I'm like, okay, what happened? That's all. Like I said, I'm sick and tired of this person doing this, and I said, like,
please don't say my name. Please don't say my name. Beetlejuice. Okay, so my question is, now I understand in the chat, because yesterday when I was in your chat, I did not get the whole story.
Oh, yeah.
I just happened to come into that at time, and you said, "Oh, Johnny, you got to do that as a topic."
Yeah.
So that's why I brought it up, because I had a conversation with Robert this morning about that, and I told him, and I said, you know what? I don't know the whole story, so I don't know if it was a customer from Ella or if it was somebody else, and she just happened to somebody reached out to her or whatever. I don't know the whole story, but I said I'm hoping I can find out today. Well, and again, now I know that the item was mailed out to the person who won. Then they were replied by an invoice saying you got to pay. that is blowing me away.
Well, that alone, when I don't really, you know me, I don't really read chats that good, you know.
That's a good one right here. But I didn't see your email. Now on PayPal, no, you cannot see the eyeball no more. But I guarantee you, if you go to the email on the actual invoice, it'll tell you if they saw it, because now it says it has been this invoice has been reviewed, is what it says.
Yes, it tells you, because there's a breakdown on the side. When you click on it, it tells you the day you invoiced them, when it was sent out, and it will tell you whether it was viewed or not. It gives you the breakdown on the side. So when somebody tells you, oh, I did not receive the email, and then your PayPal gives you a breakdown, I've gone to one point and screenshot that breakdown and send it to them. I'm like, what you got to say now? You know?
I'm going to show you something that I did this morning. I don't want to go ahead.
Yeah, when you know, the lady came into the chat. I don't see her right now in the chat, so I'm not gonna mention her name.
Right. Yeah,
but she actually came in the chat and wrote that, you know, somebody gifted this person, and she said Ella is your favorite person. And that's all that I saw when Pikiniki read the comment. And then I saw, people were saying, who was it? And I was like, who was it? He said, Ella's your favorite person. And I said, is it Robin Pie? Because I always like to have fun with Robin Pie, which I know Robin Pie would never do such a thing. You know,
Mark says, my cat burned my debit card. Sorry. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you real quick, because I did print this out this morning when I canceled this invoice.
Yeah.
Because now you can see, and it's worded out. It's not showing the eyeballs anymore. But if somebody was to view it, it does say this invoice was viewed.
Yeah.
What I did was, because I canceled this, if you look at that invoice, the list,
it gives you the breakdown. Yeah.
But yeah, it not only gives you the breakdown, but was never viewed.
Yeah.
Was never viewed. So if that person viewed it, it'll even say what day and time it got viewed.
Yeah, it gives you, I'm telling you, it does give you the breakdown.
That's what it does now. So I did take a copy of that and put it with that invoice that I canceled this morning because of that reason. They can't come back and say, well, I never got it. Well, I don't know if you got it or not, but I did use both of your emails you gave me.
Yeah, for me, I feel like it doesn't really matter whether the item got sent to the person or not. I just feel I just feel that, you know what, I don't think we as sellers should contact the gifters and say, oh, well, this thing was gifted to you, you got to pay it. Imagine I received my gift from you that Texas Val bought from me last week when you were on my show, showing that you know, really nice wallets and stuff like that. And imagine if she didn't get to pay it, and then you now reach out to me and say, hey, Ella, Texas Val gifted you this wallet and she hasn't paid for it, so I'm sending it out to you. But before I send it out to you, here is the invoice. You know what?
That's rude.
I would be I'd be ashamed to do that.
Yeah, I would say, excuse me, did I want it in the first place? You know, I don't want it. You know,
exactly.
I didn't want it. I didn't ask for it.
Did you get your extra gifts in there?
I did get my extra gift. I was waiting to thank you when I go live with you later today, because I got all my gifts. Here it is. I got it all pulled out, and now that you're here, I'm gonna show you. You do you, boo.
That's right. Now those are for the members of the channel.
Yeah.
Yep.
I saw that, the membership.
Yep.
The keychain.
That's the first logo.
And then this is the one I love the most.
The chain.
Yes.
The hand in hearts.
Yes. I like that one. Because I'm always doing this.
Exactly. Yep.
And Colleen also, she got a brooch that was like that too, and she's sending that to me. So I was like, when I pulled it out, I was like, wow, nice.
Well, that's one of the things. I don't do giveaways anymore because I do send out something to everyone that purchased. And if they have it already, then I'll send them something else.
Yeah. I'm kind of big on giveaways. You know, I like doing the giveaways, which is something in my nature is that I just love to give, you know.
Now, I still do giveaways, but when it comes to
but you do
purchasing
it
from the
differently.
auction,
Yeah, you do it differently. For me, I still, you know, I don't really mind doing the giveaways and stuff like
Stephanie, welcome back. Glenn, have a great day. Don't work too hard, sir.
Yeah.
Stephanie, great to be back.
You know, so I don't mind. But then when somebody buys, because I was listening to Mark, and when somebody buys a gift, and you're correct, if I know that person that pays a lot, I don't mind. You know, when that person's gift is going out, when I invoice, like I send out gift. If somebody has a gift or somebody wins a giveaway, I email giveaways. If you don't buy anything from me, once every 2 weeks, because I know I do a lot of giveaways. So you might have like somebody won 2 giveaways yesterday, you know, and now they happen to have an order that will go out at the end of the week. So it's easy for me just to put it in the bag. Now, if you are gifting somebody something and they didn't buy anything from me, guess what? I will send out that gift when I invoice you at the end of the day. Now, when you pay, because you got to pay for their shipping, I will send it out at the end of the week. Now, if I'm the one gifting it, guess what? You're going to have to wait 2 weeks because I send out gifts once in 2 weeks. That's when I mail out, you know. If it's somebody that said, Ella, could you hold my stuff for me? And that person that is gifting, another person gifting from A to B, and I'm holding B stuff, guess what? I wouldn't charge you shipping. I will put the item, I will only charge you for the gift, and I will put the item in the person's box so that when I'm ready to ship out, I'm saving you on shipping and leave the item in that box.
Exactly.
That is what I will do. So, yeah. But if the person doesn't have a box, you're definitely paying for the shipping for me to get it shipped out. And if you do not pay for the item or the shipping after I invoice you, I'm not going to go contact the person you're gifting it to. I will just cancel it. Yes, I will just cancel it and not send it. Yeah.
So the whole moral of all of this is always think about the person you're sending it to, first of all. If it's somebody you know, like Mark was saying, if it's somebody that's a very reputable and paying their invoices and no problems, that's up to you if you do that. Now, if something happens and they don't pay, then that's on you if you're sending out the gift. But don't send out the gift, don't get paid, and then come back and send the person who's getting the gift a bill saying, here's the bill, you got to pay.
Yeah. I just found out that one weird, you know.
Thank you, Scott. Have a great day. It's always great to see you.
Yeah.
So again,
I find that one really weird to do. You know.
It's just something we don't do.
Yeah.
All right. So what I want to do is, Mark, I want you to come up and talk about what you have going on. And are you, I think you said you were pretty booked for the Friends Selling with Friends coming up.
1 minute.
Because I know the last time I heard y'all were booked until what, June or July?
September.
Oh, September now. What?
Wait a minute. No, we're going to October now.
Wow. That is awesome.
Friends Selling with Friends, second Tuesday of every month. Janice and I do a collaboration with new old sellers, resellers. We are booked until October. If you'd like to be put on the list, reach out to me. Or Janice at Verizon.net, because she's a net girl. Anyway, every Sunday, Michael and I, two old guys vintage and resell, do a sale at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central. This week's special guests are Aaron Proctor and Tooch Man. They're the fourth Sunday. First Sunday is Johnny and whoever else wants to be on. Second week is Patrick. And let's see, Mother's Day, we're going to have Patrick and Glams. And then the third Sunday of every month, we have Dee Dee, virtual shopkeeper Dee Dee, and she brings her Dee Dee sweeties. So that's what I've got going on.
Before we go to Ella, I like this right here. Dee Dee's opinion and what she does is she requires the person who gifted them didn't pay. I would require them to contact the recipient of that gift. I like that. I like. All right, Ella, what you got going on? And I know you are also doing the. I've been promoting it this week, so please, for those who don't know, talk about the community sale you do on your channel.
Okay. Hi guys. Savior first here. Okay. I do the community a sale, which is once a month, and I'm going to be doing it in May. And I think I'm aiming for the, let me see, the 20th. Let me just check and see. Although I haven't actually put it out there. Yeah. Okay. Monday off, on, off.
Well, the moral of it is definitely check her community tab when she decides what day she's doing it.
Yes, it will be on the 20th of May. I haven't put it out there yet. So once I list it on my community tab, all you have to do is leave a comment that you want to be a part of it. And then you got to send me an email. Let me know in the email the time slot you will want, because it will run from 12:30 to 6 o'clock. So I do have like 12 sellers, if I'm not mistaken, for that day. So although we start at 12 is for me to say hello and everything. And then 12:30, the first seller will come on. So you got to make sure you email me. If you leave a comment and you don't email me, because I need for you to email me so I can send out the information with your time slot and with the StreamYard link. And if you don't email me, sorry, you don't get put on a time slot. So just to let you guys know that it's coming up. If you want to be a part of it, please get yourself together. When I mean get yourself together, make sure you make sure, please, when people pay you make sure you send their stuff out. Don't just get their money and then sit on the item. Okay, that would not be fair. If I hear that, you won't be coming back to do yeah.
Okay, Ella, I have a breaking news real quick before we get to finishing your intro thing. What you got going on? We have a new member, and that is Tooch Man. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated, Tooch. Thank you for coming in, by the way. Good morning and welcome.
Morning.
And thank you for becoming a member again. And so it's time for your morning chair dance. Here we go. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated, Tooch. Let me have it, please. I got the $.
Let him have.
You got the $? We got the offer? Let him have it with no problem. Let him have it. And this is also for you, Tooch. Attention, new member. I want to thank you. Thank you for being a friend and family member of the Cajun Roots Reseller channel. Thank you. Thank you so much, Tooch. Back to our regular scheduled program, already in progress.
All right. So today I will be on the Hump Day Show at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on New England Kajun Root Reseller LLC's channel. So please come out and support. And then tomorrow, Thursday, on my channel, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I have the Heifers coming in. And that will be Tracy Cakes and OG Colleen. And we are having a guest, Timeless Juice by Deborah. She's our guest tomorrow. So please come check them out. And then on Friday, it would be myself and Victoria, Adventures with Victoria, at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sunday, keeping it real with It's Me, Angie. And if you want me to talk about you, yeah, come join us.
Oh, Ella, please talk about me.
Please come join us on Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with It's Me, Angie, and we're keeping it real. We don't know the answers, because people think, oh, we're putting our opinions out there. That's what it is. It's an opinion. We don't have the answers, okay? We'll just say what it is and how we do with it ourselves. And yes, we might use example from our past life because some of us have experienced the stuff we talk about. It's my story to share. If you don't like it, don't come in. Okay, don't come in if you don't like it. That's what I'm saying. They said if the kitchen is hot, don't come something. I don't know what the phrase is again.
If you don't like the heat, get out the kitchen.
Yeah, something like that. Get out of the kitchen. So if you don't
Buffalo
like,
picker.
hey, Buffalo.
Good morning, everyone. This drives by on my move to the private toy sale. Ooh. Well, thank you very much, Buffalo, for the super chat. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. And this is for you, Tommy. Don't forget, Tommy does a show every Friday at 7:30. Been a guest many a times on the show. And here's for you, Tommy. Let me have it, please. I got the $.
Let him have.
You got the $? We got the offer? Let him have it with no problem. Let him have it. And thank you so much, Tommy. And that's a great channel to be on every Friday at 7:30. If you have questions about something and there's always a guest and you just don't know what topic they're going to talk about. And also, Tommy always gives us little hidden gems that when he tells you, you better make sure you go check it out. Thank you, Tommy. And Tina, hello, good morning, and welcome. How are you doing? If you don't get what? With the heat. Oh, Lord Jesus. Also, don't forget, I want to raid Bearded Picker Scott. He's going live or should be live already. He does go live every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So let's do that. Today's guest on the Hump Day auction is Aaron Proctor, the ephemera guy with the long hat name on his. Yeah, I think his name is a lot longer than every time I look. But anywho, Aaron, Crazy Mustache Mia, and Toochman. That's our three
You have
guests.
3 guests today?
Yeah, because Dawn and Mary will not be here today because they're out of town.
Oh, okay.
So I added a third guest for that reason.
I was going to put my feet up.
Nope.
Ain't gonna happen. So again, thank each and every one of y'all for coming out. Don't forget to raid Bearded Picker Scott. He's on every Wednesday, and go show him some love and support as well. If you haven't checked out his channel, you're missing out. So definitely go check it out.
And I need to mention that what else I got going on is every Monday, I am Johnny's co-host for Bingo.
Yep.
And the second Wednesday of every month, I'm on the Hump Day auction with Miss
Yep.
Ella.
That's right. So please make sure you do check and see if you still subscribe. Hope to see you at 1 o'clock on the Hump Day auction. And please make sure to share it out to let everybody know we're back at our regular scheduled program and we're back at our own home. As I said before, I end each and every show. If you need to come on and ask any questions or you just want to chit chat after the show, you're more than welcome to come on up. The link is at the top of the chat. And as I say before I end each and every show, love always, love is always free. Please be kind to one another till we meet into another chat. Have a blessed and fabulous day until we meet again. Later. Peace out. And y'all come back now. You hear? I love all your little activities.